All right, let's do this.
Okay. I don't got
Guys,
this one
everybody.
actually works, right? You just
It
hit
does
play
work
and I
right. It
wait.
does work
Yeah.
way better than Netflix ever did. We're back. This is the Two Dads React YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. We are the Two Dads Review podcast, and we are finally able to go. I feel like I'm home again, Corey. I feel like I'm back watching a Marvel show. I know the outcome. It's probably not going to get canceled like Jupiter's Legacy did. So everybody who's following our channel, those episodes of our react, we have reacted to the whole season. I have not gotten all of them out yet, but they will come out in time. As time goes on, I will put the rest of our reacts out for that season. But it's
I mean,
sad news
really,
you
it
heard.
doesn't matter because it's not gonna continue. So,
But
like,
at least if folks want to watch the react through
no,
the
I'm
whole, if they
saying
want to
it
watch
won't
the
watch,
first
but it's
season.
not like anybody's in a fucking rush to get to them now. No
Yeah,
one.
there's definitely not
Like,
a
once
rush
you
now.
know something's over, you go, well, then I'll just get to it when I
I'll
get
get
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah, like like the priority goes from, I don't want to put this way up here, but like, yeah, like respectable to like, I just don't even know who you are anymore.
Right. But enough Jupiter's Legacy. We are going to watch Loki season 1, episode 1. I'm super excited. I can't wait.
I just realized your fucking Disney name says Daddy Host. And I was
well,
just like reading it and I was
you
like,
can't really
I feel
you can't
uncomfortable
really
about
describe
that.
it any
Like, I mean, I
better.
get why it says that in the family situation, but like in our situation, I really just wish it said like friend or your real name.
It's always
Not
daddy, even
daddy.
to you, sir. All right, let's get into this. I miss Marvel. It was a long break between Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, man, like this whole creative team just like once they got their like after the Hulk films like did whatever they were gonna do and they cleaned shit up and started running into this phase is like these dudes just hit like a gold mine of shit. Like I wouldn't be a man like there's gonna be studies on this fucking thing like
On the Marvel phenomena,
yeah.
The one time Hollywood, for better or for worse, did it right.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you compare it to like, I mean, I like the DC movies, but just in the way the trajectories for the two of them have kind of seemed to go, and I think Marvel found the better way to take that feeling of flipping through a book and reading and being like, oh shit, awesome! Like they found a way to put it on film.
That's like call back to Iron Man, the first movie when he lands in the desert. Don't do it.
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose. Get out of my way.
Oh no!
You think he would?
She
figure out one
knocked
day,
you. She knocked you out of your own time, bro.
Uh-huh.
All that pain in real time.
That's the worst shit ever.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
So that's the Space Stone. I don't say they're gonna have to explain it because he shouldn't have traveled time. He could have traveled distance, location, but not a time travel thing. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, that's a cool room. She just brings it back.
It's so funny.
It's the necklace.
It's like the equivalent of the elastic bands in the 80s, like so you don't lose your kid, or the fucking
Log this as evidence.
animal backpacks with the band on them.
Tell me what it is.
It's the Tesseract. Be very careful with it.
Sounds dumb.
Sounds dumb.
Sounds dumb.
Trust me.
Please confirm to your knowledge that you are not a fully robotic being. We're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul.
What if I was a
Yeah, it'd be so leery if you're going through any framed area.
What if I was a robot?
robot?
You can tell these actors are just enjoying the non-stress of of not being in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just having fun. Every episode we've seen of anything Marvel TV, they're just like, this is just extra fucking money.
This is a mistake. I shouldn't even be. Welcome to the Time Variance Authority. I'm Miss Minutes, and it's
This is called
I just
exposition.
think they got the fucking formula like down pat, man. You know. Plus, all these people play these characters for so long now. It's just like second nature.
pencils and check this out.
Imagine there's not a lot of retakes.
True.
I want to see what happens to the dude that doesn't have a ticket.
We're gonna see it in a second.
Just brought that ticket up way too many times.
Ticket, sir.
That guy didn't give me a ticket. I tried to ask
Ticket,
for one.
sir.
I tried to ask that guy for a ticket.
Sir?
What are you raising your voice with me, Buckethead? Raising an...
There you go. There's your answer.
Thanks for visiting the TVA. Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
Oh man, them dudes got some powerful little batons. Like, was that a different baton, or did like Homegirls? She just switch it to super stun, slow motion, painful event. You know, like.
Right?
Next case, please.
Sex fluid is what it said on his card.
Oh yeah, nice.
L1130, aka
I like what I like. I like what makes me happy.
is charged with sequence violation 720.
I am what I feel like I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, believe me, you can smell the cologne of two Tony Starks. You speak of time criminals, it's they you should be after. Perhaps you could provide me with a task force and resources, and I could return and eliminate them.
I want to watch her just beat the living piss out of somebody in like slow mo and all of them.
Guilty of this. Hang on.
This is the best because like everybody that acts with them has had to watch that like sequence like 1,000 times. You know.
Damn it! Why would it work?
I like how like we always draw these like piped tops, basically like for space stations and cities and shit like that. Like, I just really don't know if our futuristic spatial design is ever gonna make it to what we really think it.
Right.
it
What
is.
our imagination brings into it. Yeah.
Not real.
It's gonna be a bunch of square houses with triangular roofs floating out there.
Because we both know you love to talk.
How long have you been here? For the record, this really does feel like a killing me kind of a room. Trust is for children. Dogs. There's only I live within whatever path I choose.
Sure you do. Okay, come have a
Sure you do.
Space is big. That'd be a nice feather in your cap. Loki, the king of space. Mock me.
I hope he shows him all of his future
Why does someone with so much range
up until when he dies, and that's what convinces him to do this stuff.
I feel like that's like a cop out way.
First and most oppressive lie.
Like if you don't change, this is how it's gonna go down.
I don't
Do
believe
you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother?
Sorry, the time twister just loops you, not the furniture. You weren't born to be king, Loki. You were born to cause pain and suffering and death. That's how it is. That's how it was. That's how it will be. Also, that others can achieve their best.
You wanna be a god? Run that fucking joint.
What are you doing?
My job.
He snatched a time twister, by the way. He just pocketed something.
Always.
I also feel like he just let him have it.
That's your position.
Also true.
Everyone should be
Or not.
Mischievous camp.
Give me the Tesseract or I'll gut you like a fish, Casey.
What's a fish?
How do you not know what a fish is?
Man, live my entire.
How do you have these?
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Some of the guys use them as paperweights.
What?
He's like, well, son of a bitch, the most powerful thing I thought I knew about is like useless currency here.
Right. I want to work here now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fast forward, Loki. Don't do it. Don't do what I said. Don't make me actually write for once.
If you're here, I'll not even give you a hug.
I told you, Corey. Ooh, they turned up the mic on that one. Oh. That wasn't that loud in the movie. Oh, and the reel runs out on you, buddy. Oh. Gotcha. Oh no. Oh no.
You try to use that?
Oh, several times. Even an infinity stone is useless here.
The variant we're hunting is you.
I beg your pardon?
I said what?
Time travel, bitches, of course.
That guy's got a collection of those now.
Right? It's not really Loki. It's someone in a Loki mask.
Well, that was that's a damn good little show to start off with. A lot of exposition in the first episode, so a little bit slow moving, but I think it kind of had to be there. So now you kind of know everything, and we can get rolling into the crazy. We know the setup. You have to. It's a time travel movie to catch yourself, but from when? I'm sure you'll love this. And your love of time travel movies.
It's just dumb.
You have to know that Disney's going to do you right.
Yeah, I know, man, but like, I highly doubt they explain the first Loki time travel situation. Like, that's my problem with people doing time travel, because they always write it to where they get into a chicken and egg situation, and like, because
Right.
they always want to keep both entities alive, right? Or, you know, there's like some bullshit like, don't come within 6 yards of yourself, you may fuck up the timeline. Nah, man,
Right.
just go drop your old fucking, like, what if you kill your old self? Are you in a loop? Oh no, we're on branches now, like blah blah blah. Dude, I want to see a time travel movie where someone like goes back in time and offs like themselves, and then write me that. Like, I want you to explain that chicken and egg, like right there. Just, we see a scene where just some dude's like, it's you, and he's like, barrel of gun, boom, and then pan to arm, guy's face, yes, it's me. Same fucking dude. Explain the goddamn situation from right there. Why did we get to this?
Have you watched Looper?
Yeah, but Looper is two different people chasing them fucking selves. Like, it's not the same dude going back through fucking time to, like, change something because one variant, right? That's the cool word we're gonna use now. Decided to like. It's just it's so dumb. Like even Looper puts himself in a fucking egg. Like at least they go, hey, we fucking killed it, so the future just doesn't happen. All right, but they like to paint all these different ways that like the future works out. So what I'm saying is like I want to see someone who fucking really likes time travel make one where he goes back and actually like offs the very first version of himself before he even gets to the hey, I gotta go get time travel to solve the problem I made for my fucking self. Like I want to see why he does that to probably to go, you know why? Because I don't want a fucking chicken and egg situation. I don't want time travel me B to go, oh man, I don't like being a bad guy, and then come hunt my fucking self down. So I should probably go back and kill myself now before I even think of time travel, because I'm on my own goddamn timeline. Like, or am I in a loop? Shit,
Yeah,
we don't know. Like, fuck.
Well, yeah, you know.
Like, I hope this one is more of just like, they've done this 1,000 times, right? Because like it has to happen. So like my question now becomes, do these people in the infinite timeline, is there just like sections of this place that go, okay, well, when the Loki comes in, we know what to do and how it's all like, you know,
Because it's already happened before?
yes,
Something like that?
yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, he had to have gotten in somehow. So what
Yes,
Loki
he's
are they
had
facing?
this situation has had to have happened, and he had to go like he's done right now. This is the ultimate power, or realize that the shit he's doing and like the good entity is really the fucking bad thing, and he needs to break it. And now he's like, they're trying to, well, what's the one thing that can get him? His own self, right? Like,
right.
It's just dumb. I mean, it's gonna be a fun show to watch. Like, don't get me wrong, but when we hit the last episode of this, like, I really, really wonder what either dumb thing they're gonna just like fucking ignore, and all of us are gonna go. So we're just
not gonna talk about that.
Okay, I get it. Okay, or do they actually come up with something interesting for this? You know, like, not just, hey, you got to go back and get choked out, but by the way, like, everybody gets brought back. Don't worry about it. You know, like, I don't know. It's so annoying. Because then you could even get like, well, maybe it's the Loki that came back from like the snap and all that shit, and he remembered this like fucking sequence of events. I don't fucking know, right? But it's just time travel opens up too many dumb question mark doors that you can literally
you don't want to have to follow.
Yeah, you could either go down it, or you have to really go, well, that was a bunch of shit written all over that door that everyone knows, but we now have to ignore it because we chose to go this way. So that shit's just like some null and void crap that we're just going to pretend doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, I think the only one that got it right is like that fucking Snake movie. Like, you basically just have to switch sex, go back in time, fuck yourself, become a baby, and kill yourself. Like, that's the only way time travel truly works. Like, what if that is the trade-off of like time travel? Like, right? Like, everybody thinks you just time travel and, you know, mom and dad made you or whatever, but really you're just like some fucking weird version of yourself that had to like transmorph into like a chick or something and like live in the fucking 80s and marry your own dad who's really yourself that time traveled the fuck back in time just to bang each other to like make you to repeat this fucking sequence of events in the long term. Good night, everyone. Enjoy time travel.
It's even worse that is actually a plot of a movie that we've watched.
Yep.
Nice. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to our react for this first episode of Loki. Glorious Purpose was the title. I like how they make fun of it, but also at the same time, like, they establish that you may be right.
you're onto something more bigger and powerful than the little world, that you were in. I truly thought this was going to be a little bit more of like I knew time travel was going to be a thing, but I thought it was more of like a quantum leap kind of like, let's just go catch the rogue bad guy of the week. But then when they were like, it's you, I went, we already put ourselves in a loop in episode 1.
Right. I was expecting it to be, I was expecting the what was the Cooper? What's the initials?
Oh, DB Cooper?
DB Cooper. I was expecting that to be just one of the episodes, but it was just something that we were seeing a flashback. It's something he had already done in the past on Earth. So that was a little bit of a letdown because I was kind of thinking it was going that way when you saw the trailers. So yeah, I'm now it's like, I don't know
what if it was just like a bunch
now.
of flashbacks of like old mischievous shit like Loki did, right?
That's
like that would have been a great show in itself, but like I don't know. I almost feel Loki helps himself in this show now because the multiverse gets broken and now we have like why Wanda's hearing her fake kids that were now real and shit like that. Like I'm almost positive the multiverse is getting broke in this.
Well, I kind of hope this
season.
I kind of hope this whole show is a way to bring, if this Loki is is indeed different than the Loki who traveled through the Prime timeline, that he's able to dump himself back into the Prime timeline after his death, so he's not gone from the MCU like he was in Endgame. That would be kind of cool if this is all a way to get him back in and it's to tell a cool story. Because I think they made it. I have not latched on to all of their ideas of time travel, nor have they explained them yet. So the timeline is still out there, but he's on a branch, but they brought him out of the timeline completely to the TVA. So he's there and they're about to snip it. Like apparently like when they set that charge, everything in that timeline dies, like it's gone, like it goes away. So he was going to be killed because the right one was back somewhere. I don't know. So because he picked up the Tesseract, everything messed up, and because he traveled, because that was it. So he didn't time travel the Tesseract. They were just like, oh, you were supposed to have done that, and snatched him out. And then it was funny they addressed it though, because they were saying like he time traveled and messed her. He did something out of his what he was supposed to do, and they came and got him right away. And like the entire time that happened, I was like, why did nobody drop in on the Avengers, like going and doing time travel and fucking shit up for a while too? And they're like that because then you got to the judge and she was like, no, they were supposed to do that. I'm like, okay, so the rules are there are no rules. The
rules are like the people, the power at B, right? Like this is where we get into a whole God creation complex of. Like Loki has been yanked out of the, fucking curtain and is like, oh, there's something that quote unquote is predetermining how my life should be or giving me enough bandwidth within an area to keep me in a certain percentage of an area to go. Like, I mean, if that's the case, like when you know that, like you go, well, then I just don't give a fuck about nothing. Because if it's all predetermined, then I'm meant to just stop right now and not care. Like but it's dumb. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb, man. Like I don't know.
It's the best when you get it's as soon as
I just don't understand
we've been doing
why
this so long.
Why time travel in the last basically since you and I started doing this podcast. Like I know we actively said let's pick time travel one time. Right. And that was cool because we knew what the fuck we were getting into. Like, I expected to be infuriated at some points with some of the films and shit. And others I'd go, didn't fucking expect that. That's a pretty different take on it. But ever since then, it feels like everybody at some point has had to go, the only way I can progress things or explain shit now is to go back in time.
Right.
And
it's
just,
all been since we started.
Yeah.
Since we started.
Yeah.
Ever since we did that like 5 episodes of time travel stuff for the podcast. It's like all been time travel.
The world fucking stiffed it out. They were like,
Oh, he doesn't like that? Let's
that
give
dude
him
Corey
all
gets
that.
fired up with that shit, dude. Let's keep that going.
Right. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, all that shit. Let us know what you think episode 2 is going to be like. Maybe write that in the comments below. See what your expectations for the season are.
Yeah, man.
And
explain your time.
hopefully
travel to me.
explain time travel to Corey in the comments. That's probably
Ease
the
my
best
burden.
thing. Right. Help the poor man. He can't.
Like, give
he
me
can't get
some
through.
good ideas that I'll go. Yeah, I actually hope that does happen. Now I'm on board.
Right. Anyway, so thanks everybody, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See you guys.